Hey everyone, Ani here, and today I am so excited to finally be sharing my kids' room tour with you. As you know, we have 3 boys and we live in a small 2-bedroom apartment, and I have been trying to film this video for a while now because I just wanted to share some of the organizational tips and tricks that I have learned over the years, and I've learned from watching some of your videos and ideas. And I thought, it'd be helpful to you for me to share. But getting this room to stay clean was the biggest challenge for me. So now I finally have like 10 minutes, it's clean, and it's probably gonna be the only 10 minutes that it stays clean. So I'm gonna do a quick tour for you. And afterwards, we will discuss some of the tips and tricks that I hope will be helpful to you. So here's the view of their room standing right outside of their bedroom door. Once upon a time, when this was just a nursery, I had a very cute theme of like up in the clouds with, their little hot air balloons. The crib, used to come over here. And so you'll see some remnants of my cute nursery decor. And now, over the years, we've fast forward and added a couple more children. And so you can see there's really not much decor. There's lots of writings on the walls and drawings, and this is kind of, I've left it their free space so they can pretty much do whatever they want in here. I do let them draw on the walls here. As you can see, I let them put stickers, and this is pretty much the only place that they are allowed to do so. So I've just kind of given them free reign over their room. So there's not really much decor going on, as you could see. The Captain America poster is from Ross. So I don't know where if you can still find it. And these balloons were from a little boutique from where I live. And these wall decals, the clouds were from Amazon. The dream one, the dream was from like Joann's craft store, I believe. The cloud light is from IKEA, and the frame is from IKEA, and the little picture here is from an Etsy store that I got from when James was just born, my firstborn. I'm gonna go kind of a little bit more detailed, but this room can pretty much be a catalog for IKEA almost, or Target, because most of what you will see in here is from there. Starting with I'm gonna kind of give general, and then we'll go detail. So this ottoman is from Target, and they kind of sit here sometimes, but usually there's nothing really on here. They kind of sit here and read. This bunk bed is from IKEA with I believe the bedding here is from Walmart, and the one up here is from Amazon. The mattresses we got from a online store. I will try and find everything and link it for you. And then this storage unit is from Kallax. I'm sure most of you have seen it's from IKEA. It's the Kallax unit. The storage boxes though are from Target because I do not like the ones from IKEA. And then this rug is from IKEA. This crib is really old. It's from like a kids furniture store that we got when my first son was born. So it's over 6 years old. And then this one, I have done a in-depth dresser organization video, but this is also from Babies R Us. This dresser is from Babies R Us. I have just switched out the knobs. I got these from Etsy. Okay, and then this organizer unit is from IKEA as well. Now that we have a general view of kind of the room, I'm gonna give a little bit more detailed description of how I organize everything, and then we'll move on to some of the tips and tricks. Oh, also this is from, this cute little towel hanger is from Hobby Lobby. And I liked it because it matched the cloud theme over here. All right, so in this ottoman, we have our Lego sets. So I have the bigger blocks, the mega blocks for babies, And then I have all of their Legos separated by container. So each one, like each set, I'll have them all separated, and then the books are in here. I love these little containers because the lid is actually very secure. They have all different kinds of sizes. I got this from Target. The only one that is not separated by the Lego kit is this bin right here, which has just various pieces, and that's more for free play. My oldest son, who is 6 years old, he plays with Legos constantly. So I wanted a way to organize them but have them available, easily accessible to him, and having them in here has it helps keep them away and separate, but also makes it easy access for him. And then so under the bed we have some of their larger toys, like their Hot Wheels, and then I have some, you know, wipes, and in there I have some, in that bin over there I have some craft items that we don't use on a regular basis, and I just needed a place to store. So this is what is under their bed. See, there's like 2 Hot Wheels tracks, I believe. Now moving on to their toy organization. So as you can see, I have them in bins, and we have one bin for educational toys, one for superheroes or like Star Wars, any kind of vehicles, planes, their dinosaurs and animals go in there. And then we have some baby toys and puzzles. So I'm gonna kind of just give a quick overview of each one. So educational toys, there's not really much going on, just kind of dumped everything. Same for their Star Wars and superheroes, kind of anything that I feel like fits, they go in here. Vehicles, again, same thing, we've just kind of thrown everything in here. And then we have the dinosaurs and animals and, you know, whatever else qualifies as that category. The baby toys, this used to be up here, but we recently moved it here because now the baby has been more playing with the toys, and so I wanted an easy access for him. And then the puzzles, I've separated the puzzles in Ziploc bags. That is the best method I have found. So I have, you know, all the pieces to the wooden ones here, and all separated in Ziploc bags. Easy cleanup, easy finding, so the pieces don't get lost and the kids just kind of pick the ones that they're gonna do. And then up here I just kind of have the bigger toys that don't really have a place to go, same as in these 2 areas. I've left those. The crab right now doesn't really get much use because the baby still is in our room. He kind of sometimes sleeps in here during naps, but not often. So right now it's just the home for the stuffed animals. In this little space, I have some of the larger toys and the vacuum. And so over here on the top, you know, we have a changing pad. I have got this little basket. It's from Hobby Lobby, and I just use it kind of as a catch-all, where I throw things in here that I don't have time to deal with right now, like clothes that need to go back in the dresser, or just items that I need to put away. And I don't have time for it, and I don't want it to kind of lay around, so I just throw them in the basket. As you can see, there's stuff in there that I have to deal with. We have our humidifier, and we have our little mini Google that they love and play with all the time. Well, they put music on all the time. And then in this little cart, I have, you know, just the necessities for diaper changing, obviously. This is from Target. So I have in here, I have the diapers, I have the wipes, powders, creams, you know, just anything that I would need easy access to. And then in the bottom drawers, I have the baby's shoes here because they're small and they get lost really easily, so I needed a place to kind of just contain them. And in here I have mismatched socks. Right now there's a bunch of them because I'm in the midst of doing laundry, and that's usually when they come out the most. And then down here I have some wipes. We have lots and lots of wipes. I also in here have some like this is a memorabilia kind of thing that I have to deal with. I don't know what where to put it right now. Sometimes I'll put old things that I'm going to be throwing away, but I'll just have on hand for quick wipes, like an old onesie that I plan to throw away, but you know, I'm just gonna use it for a quick wipe down. And so yeah, like I said, I have given a more in-depth thing, but just for like honesty's sake, I want to kind of, let's see what it looks like on a regular basis, because in that video I had it pretty organized. Okay, so this one's not too bad because the babies, and pretty much I'm the only one who accesses, me or my husband, for it. So these ones aren't bad, but then we have oy, sorry, this one is a little, it gets stuck. Okay, then we have this one, which is my oldest, James's. And then we have Elijah's. So definitely not as organized as in my, when I kind of have that's their pants and shorts and stuff. And then in here was pajamas, and you know, see, definitely not as organized as when I kind of just had put all the clothes away. But you know what? I'm okay with it because they put their own clothes away after I do laundry. Okay, now taking a look inside the closets, and I have definitely been blessed with large closets with plenty of storage space in our apartment, and I do not take it for granted. In this hanging organizer from IKEA, I just have like some extra blankets and towels for the baby and some of his thicker clothes, like jackets. In here I have my boys' soccer stuff, and then like some bathing suits and swim gear. And in this little pull-out drawer, I have socks and hats for the baby. And down here we have their soccer shoes. In this bin, I have costumes. So down here I have some hand-me-downs that are waiting for my middle child. And then up here we have the hand-me-downs for the baby. And we also have like just some old baby gear up here. I have my best friend, and just some old baby gear that I probably will never need again, but you know. Over here it's like their nice dress shirts, button-down shirts, and then taking a look, okay, and then taking a look at the other side. Hi, gonna open this. Okay, we have their jackets and then jeans and pants hanging. Then we have a hanging shoe rack. Here's our laundry basket. Clearly I need to do some laundry. And just this large toy, it's great. They love it and play with it often. And I just recently moved it into the closet. It used to be out here, but it was just always in the way. And now this way we just have the door open and they play. In this bin, I have clothes. These are like for donations because I'm constantly cleaning out their clothes, their toys, constantly. Like it's constantly stuff is being either thrown out or donated. And so I have one in our room too, like a little binner basket that that I just throw them in, so kind of piles up until I can take it. Like here we have like their larger shoes, boots, and things like that. Like cute little tuxedos that they've probably outgrown by now, but that's where I would keep them. And then up here we have like backpacks and, you know, just that carry-on bag and, you know, just things like that. And up here we have the Halo bassinet and some old Taekwondo gear just kind of up there. And I'm pretty sure, yep, the Docket Hot is in there too. Most likely won't ever use them again because I don't anticipate having another baby, but you never know. So that's what's in these closets, and again, just giving them kind of free reign over their walls. So I feel like that's pretty much it. That wraps up our room tour. And the curtains are from Target also, I forgot to mention, and the light is adorable, and that's also from IKEA. Okay, so now that you've seen the general organization and setup of the room, I wanted to share some of the tips and tricks that I have learned over the years. The first one is a rule I'm sure you have heard of plenty of times, and it's the 1 in, 1 out rule. With any small space organization that you have, you know that space is limited. You do not have the luxury of just piling on things and constantly adding storage and having like a large garage you could store things in. We just do not have that luxury, especially living in an apartment. So anytime we get new things, that means some old things have to be taken out. That's the only way I could fit a lot of stuff, especially their toys, like birthdays and Christmas and other times, you know, other holidays. They constantly are getting new things, and I do not have the space to constantly add more storage. So I've just had to learn one in, one out. And sometimes I'll let the kids pick, or other times I will just do it myself. But we're constantly getting rid of things. Clothes, we get something new, something has to go in order to make room for that. That's why I always have like a bag or a bin or something to deposit items in, so the clutter doesn't get too much. It's all condensed in one area, and I can just pile things on whenever it is, and take it out whenever it's time to, like if I'm going to be making a run to Goodwill or whatever, Salvation Army or whatever it is. So number one definitely is just always keep that in mind. You get something one in, now you got to get rid of something else. Second tip that I have for you is to use every space that you have. So maximize every little nook and cranny that you can find. Under the bed, in between furniture. I haven't needed to do this yet, but if you need to add shelves and go up, create some storage in that way. Adding some storage into the closets, like with the hanging organizers. That IKEA is great at those. Target has a bunch. Just maximizing every little inch that you have, because since we don't have a large square footage, then we have to make do with the little, we have like a foot here or like 10 inches here that I could just store some toys in, or you know, extra diapers or whatever else that we need to just find a space for. Maximize every space in your area. Okay, tip number 3, another oldie but a goodie, is to have a place for everything. This goes along with the previous 2 points, is if you are constantly getting rid of stuff, that means you are making room for new items. And by maximizing your space and using every possible area that you have, that means that things have a place to call home. And by doing that, then they are not lying around. They are not kind of just floating from this space to this space and making a mess and just kind of cluttering up. And if you have some things that you don't necessarily have a home for, have a place to put them. Create a home for them. Like the basket that I have on our dresser. It's just kind of a place to corral everything and put everything in until I can either find a home for it or find the time to put it in its place. So you know the say, a place for everything and everything in its place, it is 100% necessary when it comes to small spaces. Tip number 4, organize your smaller items into their own containers. For example, like the puzzle pieces. Have them in their own separate bags and then put those things in a larger container. Because if you have all of the puzzle pieces kind of just thrown into the box, then there's just no way you'll be able to find those items. They will get lost, they will get misplaced, or things like socks. Put the socks into just one area of the dresser, for example, in order to keep those things together. Or Legos, having the Legos in separate compartments and separate containers, and then having those containers put into a larger storage area. That way those pieces will not get lost, those pieces will all stay together, and whenever the kids are ready to play with them, they'll be easy to find. And the last tip that I have for you today, mainly in regards to kids' spaces, I feel like this is definitely something that you need to practice, is you cannot be too organized. What do I mean by that? Don't try and color coordinate the kids' clothes. Don't try and put like toys too much together. Like, I'm not going to put all of the cars separated by monster trucks or race cars and put them all in their own area. Or like the dinosaur types or animals, just kind of putting them separated too much. because there's no way that that's going to be maintained. You want to make the kids' organization in a way that they themselves can maintain it. If you're going to color coordinate their clothes, then you cannot expect them to put stuff back. You cannot expect them to help out in putting their clothes, because that is going to get messed up so easily. Or by organizing their toys too much, then they won't be able to clean up their toys and maintain it. You need something that's easily maintained for children. So, you know, with all of the baby toys, it just kind of goes into one container. With the superheroes, it just kind of all goes into one container. Having the organization too specific and too precise is going to make it difficult to maintain, and therefore it's just your whole organization system will fall apart, and you'll just have clutter everywhere. All right, friends, that's all I have for you today. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe so I know to make sure to do more videos like this. And I will see you next time. Gotta go feed this guy. Bye.